Good afternoon. Welcome back to our midweek meditation and prayer time. I'm Reverend Ronnie Kenny, the Assistant Minister at Unity Orlando, and we are really glad that you've joined us again today. First, Susan Francis, as you know, will be doing a reading from a choice from her file, her daily word, I think, today, and then I'll come back and do a meditation. So let us get started. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Today I was going to read actually yesterday's daily word. It really struck me, so I hope you enjoy it. Inner peace, I am one with the presence of God. Sometimes the simplest phrase can provide the most benefit, especially in moments when I feel tense or harried. For instance, affirming God and I are one can bring me back to my center, my place of inner peace. These words remind me that I am not alone, that whenever I am facing, or whatever I'm facing, can be met, achieved, or overcome because I can draw from the wisdom and protection of God. As I repeat, God and I are one, and breathe deeply, I feel my heartbeat slowing and my body relaxing. I release all anxious thoughts. In this moment, there is only God and me. We are one. I repeat this until I feel a wave of calmness gently envelop me. Resting in the assurance that God and I are one gives me a warm feeling of lightness and peace. And so, this is the Bible verse from Isaiah 26:9. My soul yearns for you in the night. My spirit within me earnestly seeks you. So I hope you enjoy the daily word, and you have a great week.
So now, if you will, just close your eyes, and we're going to spend a few quiet moments in moving our attention inward. And so in these quiet few moments that we have, we call on the presence of God. We call on the strength of God from within. The strength that touches our hearts and our emotions and our soul and our thoughts. The strength of the power of God. It is you, O God, who are our strength. The essence of our being is you, O God. So we take these moments and we call on the full presence of God. We look within and we know that God is with us. And we want to be more aware of the strength of God. That strength that gives us what we need to make it through our days, to go through and do the things that are ours to do. That gives us that strength, that energy, life, steadfastness, joy, strength. So take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, feel that strength of God moving throughout your body, through all the tissues and cells, and cleansing your body, and lifting your mind, giving you clarity, giving you purpose, reminding us that we are one with God, and all we need do is move within, and that presence reassures us, that presence of God, the fullness of God's presence is available to us, always. I am exhilarated I feel strengthened. I feel the peace from within, that peace that is always present. And we miss it if we don't look. So we feel that fullness of God's love, that fullness of the strength within. And we use that strength as we go about our days, as we move away from the inner and go back to the outer. It energizes us. It gives us what we need. So we breathe into this presence. We breathe into the peace within. This peace that gives us the courage to face changing and circumstances, changing things that may be going on in our lives. We have plenty of those around. And so as we ponder this truth of being, that the essence of who we are is the strength of God that we can call forth, that we are surrounded with, that we are held in this strength, that we are loved. God is the light in which I see. God is the love in which I forgive. God is the strength in which I trust. God is the mind in which I think. The peace of God is shining in me now, shining in you now. And it's in these moments that we take, that we get rejuvenated, that we get realigned with the truth of who we are, that God is our source of all good. And as we move our attention inward and we take these moments, we are strengthened, we are built up, we are given everything that we need. God is with us now and always. My mind, your mind, is part of God's mind. And we are very holy. That part of us, that truth within us, we are very holy. And there is nothing that our holiness cannot do. As we focus on, it is not I, but the Christ within that does its work through us. We are strengthened. We are able to let go of fear. We are able to let go of thinking about what could go wrong. And we hold in our heart the vision that we want, the result that we want. We have the strength to move forward, the strength to once again call on that presence and know that we are surrounded, enfolded, uplifted every moment of every day. And when we remember to look, to be aware of that presence, that's when we are aware of our strength and what we are able to do. And so we take some time every day, other moments throughout the day when we come back here, when we're in the midst of doing the things that we do, being with our coworkers or our friends or our family or others, and maybe things aren't going the way we wish. We can close our eyes and move inward to that place of peace, the escape of the outer, the chaos that can be swirling around us at any minute, almost every minute if we let it. This is our respite. This is our strength. God is our strength. The God within each and every one of us, that acts through us, that acts as us as we go about our days, that loves through us, that gives through us, that receives through us, that is willing, that is able, that is energized, that is held steadfast in times when we need to stand firm, whether it's with a decision that we need to make or something that we choose to do that may be getting difficult. We come back here. We are strong. We are steadfast. We stay resolute in the decisions that we came to when we are in this place of love and peace and joy and clarity. There's no clarity in the chaos. Here we get clarity. So as we move through our day and we start noticing those things that are falling into alignment, those things that we have desired and they're coming to fruition, notice them, recognize them, thank God for them. The more we thank God for, the more we thank others for, the more there is to thank. So as we come back into our own space now, as we return to that oneness within that we are, and we return to this time and this place today, we are grateful. We are so grateful for those things that we sometimes take for granted. The place of peace and love, of rejuvenation, of restart. And we say thank you. Thank you, God, for the wonders of who we are at the core of our being. Not our physical, not our outer personality, not those things that we do, but the core of who we are. We are so grateful, and we strive to live in this place more than in the outer place, and work and do and give from this place. So we say thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you. Amen. And so it is. So again, I want to thank you for being with us today and remind you that Sunday, Reverend Bob will be doing the talk. We'll be doing live streaming at 9:15. His talk title this week is The Prayer for Protection, of which we're all familiar. And we'll see what take Reverend Bob has on it. I want to again thank you for your financial support. continually for us, especially in these times. And as a reminder, you can go to our homepage, unityorlando.com, and there's a Donate Now button at the bottom of the page, so we thank you for your support. We want to remind you again to come back here on Wednesdays. Leave us a note if you were able to hear us today, and to let us know your suggestions if you have any. And let us close out now with the prayer for protection, as we have been doing lately. So, the
light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
So it is. Blessings for your week.